it's Claire Coco, and I'm back. I know it's been a while. Life got in the way with some stuff, but I am A-okay. And by the look of this tray, you can see I have a passport. I am getting ready. I'm packing up. I'm ready to go to Amsterdam tomorrow to the Dutch Pen Show. I'm so excited that I can finally make it this year and that everything is A-okay. What I thought I'd do is really quick is jump on and kind of go through the pens that I decided that I was going to take with me to the Dutch Pen Show and what I got them inked with. By the way, like my nails, I did tulips. I think tulip season's already passed. It's mostly more in May, but I just had to do something fun and funky on my hands. Let's get to the pens. And I better put this in my bag because I'm going to need it tomorrow for the airport. I decided to take a few of my favorite pens with me, just a variety of pens, which are pretty interesting. And I'll go over them as I do the swatches. But I have Montblanc, Pelikan, Leonardo, Pilot. This one is a Montgrappa. You got Sailor, Benu, Taccia, and another Pilot, Vanishing Point. And the reason why I threw this one in is because you always need a black pen. I kind of like writing with black, but I decided to do a various of colors. So let me show you what I did. I thought this was kind of fun. I ended up getting this, I guess you would call it a stamp, like a white stamp, and you would put it on your stamps, and that way and it kind of shows through what the stamp is when you're doing some ink swatching. So I thought I'd have some fun with that. So let me put my pen trays over here for now. And of course, before I show you, you can see over here underneath there's some stuff that I've just already done. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you this product that I got in. And it's kind of neat. This is what it's called. And I was able to get it on Amazon, but now it's sold out. I finally found it somewhere online. I think it's at Wanderlust out of Japan, and I'm getting more in because I really like it so much. And what you basically do is, I already stamped it because it takes about 10 minutes for it to dry on the paper. And I thought I'd do something fun and funky. I got this cool little frog stamp. So you got the solution and you put it on the stamp pad. That way, you do it a few times on this pad. And you put the solution, dot, 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 place your stamp down, take it off, and wait about 10 minutes for it to dry. It also comes with a cleaning solution for your stamp. And, you put it on afterwards, and this is the cleaning solution. What I did find, I find that this works great as well as another cleaning solution for your stamps. So let me demonstrate and show you what I did. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because when I go to the other pages, I didn't want to take the time to do every one. So I thought I would just show you this one. So I am going to take the ink, because it's been about 10 minutes now, and, drop, put a couple of drops here and there. And I am going to just dab, 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 dab. And as we do it, and as it dries too, you need time for it to dry. And sometimes it could be just as easy as maybe using a Q-tip too to do this. So I just want to speed this up here. Here we go. There we go. you know, like I pull the, on, if I use a Q-tip, I just kind of pull the Q-tip out, like almost like a little paintbrush. And like I said, just having a little fun with some ink. Also, since I have a whole lot of bottles of ink, it's one great way of using up my inks, you know? Anyway, I'm going to let this dry for a few seconds here, and look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? And let it reveal itself. I thought it was really kind of cool. So let me write this down and write the pen down and everything else that I just did here. And we have Pilot, Vanishing Point, and forgive me if I butcher the name on the pen. It in Japanese it is Ishidatami. I hope I said it okay. Ishidatami, which means paving stone. Isn't this a really, I love the matte finish on this Vanishing Point. It came out as a limited edition in 2024, and I just really, really love it. I have in there, you know, it's got the standard 18 karat gold, and it's a fine nib. For a fine, it writes amazingly well. I really do love this. And again, I have for the ink, I have the Pilot Iroshizuku. Take-Sumi, which means charcoal black. So there it is. And I just thought this would be a fun pen for this just to start off with. And just show you kind of the stamping that I did. So I need to make another confession. I had a little bit of a technical issue, and when I went back to look at the footage, there was some issues with blurriness. So instead of rewriting and doing everything all over again, I'm just going to talk about the pens and the inks that I put in the pens. Much better this way. So the first pen up is a Montblanc 149. And let me tell you, everybody's like, Montblanc Black 149. What's so special about it? It's the nib. The nib is amazing. It has the signature, the large signature nib. And look at that. Isn't that unbelievable? It's like a paintbrush. And so when I went to go do the writing sample, I'll show you now, it has Montblanc Maya Blue ink in it. And so I should have left more room when I was doing these cool little stamps, because you can't really, I tried my best, but I will show you a writing sample with that pen on another notebook in a little bit. But I want to quickly go through the pens that I'm bringing and what they're inked with. So we have the Montblanc 149 with the signature nib. Next up is my Pelikan M1000 that I had done by Ariel Kullock. And I mean, it has my design on it, the Coco's elephants, which is you've seen on rickshaw bags, and I've talked about this pen. It is just absolutely stunning in the sterling silver. And in this pen, I have Pure Pens Blackpool Rock in the Coco's elephants, and it has a fine nib in there. So pretty. I love this ink for a lot of reasons, and I love vibrant colors. So yes, I've re-inked it with this color. Keep the same color in there for now. I really do enjoy it. The next pen after that is my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande. It is a beautiful custom-made pen. My friend Jay Rosin gave me his rod, Blue Jay, made by Jonathan Brooks. I got it with a broad nib, and the reason why I put a broad nib on here is because I took it to the San Francisco Pen Show last year, and I was able to get a nib grind by Naginata himself, and I did a Naginata Togi nib, and it's like a fine medium, and I just love the way it writes. It writes beautifully. I will show you the ink that I put in here. I like the fact that there's a lot of gold and it matches the pen beautifully, and it's Kurtake Chrome Yellow. Isn't it? It's just really, really beautiful. After that, we have this pen. I did a yellow vanishing point. This is the Mandarin yellow. I like yellow. It's a happy sunshine color. It just makes me smile. And I wanted to pair it with a lime green. And this green is from the Good Blue. And it's called Limelight. And you have your vanishing point. Isn't that pretty? It's a very pretty ink. I do love all my ink choices. The next pen I have is a Montgrappa. Montgrappa did a series of Ernest Hemingway pens, each themed. The one I'm taking with me is my favorite, the sterling silver one called the Traveler. And it has on here planes and places that Ernest Hemingway has been to. I just absolutely love it. I am going to do a video on my Ernest Hemingway pens in the next couple of weeks. I promise. I'm home for a while after this trip, so I can finally get some more videos done. And it's sterling silver with an 18-karat gold nib. I love the celluloid in the section. It's just absolutely beautiful. I paired this with a beautiful red from KWZ called Beefeater Red. A friend of mine gifted me this the bottle of ink, but it is just absolutely, aren't these stamps cool? I just think they're just kind of fun and different. So I just really having fun with it. There you go. I was at the the California Pen Show back in February, and Bungubox was there. And you know, I saw this pen online with Bungubox, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But then I saw it in person, and I said, yep, that's it. That's the one I'm going to get. And here you go. It is just, this is called Kabayaki. It's the eel. It's all the, like the eel sauce. You know, when you have eel, and I love sushi, and it has sushi around on the cap band. And I actually love eating eel as well. And I said, oh, I got to get it. And it actually came with a pair of chopsticks, too, Urushi chopsticks, which I thought was pretty cool. And, it has the KOP nib. That's so beautiful. And I paired it with the ink that came with the pen. They didn't have the ink when I was at the California Pen Show, so I had to order it from Japan. And I'm so happy that I did. And here we go. There's it's a pretty brown. I just really do like it, and some areas of it. And it's the KOP 21 karat medium nib. Next up, this next ink I just got in from Pennonia from Ariel Stationery, and it is a really beautiful ink. This ink does have some particles in there. A friend of mine called it a non-shimmer, like a non-shimmer shimmer or matte shimmer. But regardless, I just absolutely think it's just really cool. And I put it in my Benu Lavender Lemonade. And I love Benu pens, and I love them for the fact that they handle particle shimmer really well. I use, all my Benus have shimmer inks in there, and I decided to take this one because it matched this. And of course it's got the broad steel nib. You can't go wrong with the Benu pen. I have a whole bunch of them. And let me show you the ink. When you look at the different shades of purple and blue in there, it is just really, really, really pretty. And when the ink dries, it dries, and you can see different colors in there. and it's called Viharos Magnolia. And that's so pretty. And the last pen that I'm taking with me is my Taccia. I love helping out at the Taccia table. Sujan is so fun to work with, and I really enjoy it. And, you know, I've been eyeing this pen for a while. Working the tables, it's really hard between Leonardo and Taccia, and all I do is look at pens all day long. But I do have, for over a year, I looked at this pen, and at this last show in Chicago, I said, no, it's mine. I'm taking it home with me. And it's absolutely, it's Empress size. It's got the KOP nib in there. It is absolutely the Urushi work and everything on here. And it's called Weeping Sakura, or Weeping Cherry. It is, there's just something beautiful about an Urushi pen. Just love the way it feels. I like a big pen. And you get the Taccia KOP nib on there. And it's Empress size. And I paired this with, you'll see very closely, that I found Kobe has one, an ink called Cherry. And look at that, it just goes so lovely. And it's a really pretty color. Kobe number 30, OJI Cherry. It's Taccia. It has the 18 karat medium nib on there, KOP size. Absolutely just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do love all my ink choices, and I can't wait to go to the Dutch pen show. I'm just like a little kid. I'm so excited. And again, my pilot that I did over here with isn't that the cutest frog stamp? It's so cute with the Take-Sumi. Now I'm going to show you the reason for the travelers that I'm taking and a little handwriting sample with the Montblanc 149. I decided to show you the traveler's notebook I'm taking because it dawned on me. The Dutch pen show is called Love Letters, and it's all about the love. I decided to take the travelers love and travel with me. Just to make it easy, in here I have a dark red and then I have plain paper. Just for simplicity, to take notes. When I come home, I can write in my big journal of my trip. This is basically for your basic note-taking. But I also wanted to kind of show you the Montblanc Signature Nib, because on with the colors and what I was doing, there wasn't enough area to show you the full potential of that gigantic signature nib. So let's go for it, right? Alrighty. And hold on a second. I need to fix my chair here. There we go. Here we have it. And look at this. This nib is just unbelievable. You're gonna see that. It is big. It is big. And it's not your everyday writer. It's like for headers, for some calligraphy, just for some absolute fun. And so here we go. Look at how, and it's so juicy. And, you know, hello. There we go. It's beautiful. And I love the ink in it. It's so bright and luscious. With big nibs, you can use some, this is not a light ink, but you could probably use some dual shaders. Just have some fun with it. Again, I would use this for headers. As you can tell, I'm so super excited about going to the Dutch pen show. Like I said, I've been packed for a week. I did leave some room in my suitcase for the potential of doing some shopping. And Peter's not going with me this time. That's okay. I am traveling alone, but I will not be alone. I have friends that I'm meeting up with. I'm very excited to see some of our friends from California, from Canada, and some of the people I've met along the way via Instagram that are going to be there. And I can't wait to see people and meet them in person. I have a confession to make. I actually did buy a pen from the Dutch pen show already. Yost had to post a pen yesterday, one of the show pens, and I said yes, so I pre-bought. I did leave a few spots in my pen case for a couple of things. We'll see what else I get. And I hope during the week to show you some of my travels around Amsterdam and do a few postings. It will be really, really fun. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And as I always say, ciao for now. And let's see if I can do this with this. And I'm going to put a big, huge thank you. See if I can do it even bigger. Thank you for watching.